Beamish brings the North East history to life through the Georgian, Edwardian and 1940s wartime eras, with more time periods to be featured in the future. Davies gives us a real taste of traditional fish and chips, cooked in coal-fired ranges using beef dripping. Fried fish shops became increasingly popular in the early 1900s. Miners and their families often lived in tied houses provided by colliery owners. Their communities were close-knit, with neighbours helping each other out. Miners' families were often large, so as many as 12 people could be living in one of the cottages like these. This was the house of the man who ran the company office. At that time, in 1900, all the collieries were privately owned.
We just hide it for the morning. Yeah. Give it a bit of milk every so often, it's fine. Yeah. We'd have two babies, wouldn't we? Because they wouldn't be able to work for too long, so we'd keep swapping them.
That's it.
Yeah, we'd have twins.
Keep the bucket, I am.
Keep the bucket. Don't eat not until all the food comes in. I know.
I've got to put the fire on. I've got to keep the fire on to keep them nice and warm in here. Yeah, everybody's got to come in. So I've got a group of people in here who are going to come and ask me a few questions.
The coal mining industry dominated the North East's history, its people, economy and landscape. Generations of families worked down the pit, and mining was the industry on which the region's prosperity was built. Throughout the 19th century, the Northumberland and Durham coalfield produced about a quarter of the country's supplies. By 1913, the year of peak production in the Great Northern Coalfield, there were 165,246 men and boys working in a total of 304 mines in Durham.
Thank you.
Discover life in a northeast town in the years leading up to the First World War. Explore the homes of Ravenworth Terrace, the shops, from the co-op to the sweet shop and bakery, and other businesses and buildings including the garage, the bank, the stationers and printers, the Masonic Hall, have a drink at the Sun Inn, and the town stables. The Beamish Motor and Cycle Works, a typical early 1900s town garage, Early garages combined the skills of a blacksmith, wheelwright and coach builder. The motor industry was still in its infancy, with little standardization of car design, components and manufacture. Customers ranged from wealthy owners requiring a custom-made luxury car to professionals wanting a mid-range coupe and the light cycle car owner. Customers range from wealthy owners requiring a custom-made luxury car to professionals wanting a mid-range coupe. Barclay and Company Limited was formed as a national banking group in 1896 from 3 large regional banks, Backhouses of Darlington, Barclays of London and Gurneys of Norfolk, plus a number of small ones. The new company, which still had strong links with its Quaker family origins, then began to take over other banks, starting with Woods & Co. of Newcastle. You can visit the bank's vaults and safes and its strong rooms. Printer, stationer and newspaper branch office. This represents the premises of the printer, stationer and newspaper branch office. Downstairs is the Sunderland Daily Echo and Northern Daily Mail branch office, and is typical of the 1910s period. Public parks were seen as important for people's health, areas for leisure, relaxation, exercise, and an escape from the industrial environment. The brightly coloured gallopers are powered by a steam engine called May Queen, and music is provided by the 87-key Gavaldi organ. Each horse is individually painted and has its own name. In the 19th century, fairs were revolutionised by steam power, making travelling easier and improving the rides on offer. The solicitor's office. The office with a Dickensian feel is typical of the era, old-fashioned, with no typewriters, telephones or duplicators. Free dental treatment was not available until the National Health Service was set up in 1948. So in the era, People were usually in pain by the time they sought treatment, and few patients had regular checkups.
Seeked out husband and tried to get my husband money. Right. Husband couldn't afford to buy a house, take a pool, pay for everything like that on £1 a week. Right. When getting one tooth is a shilling. Right. And there's only 20 shillings in £1. Oh. Had the garage, blacksmith, the barbers, red and white. Yeah. Good.
Oh, really? Yeah. Fireproof. Yeah. So it just went before you send the fire. Yeah, that's it.
In the bakery, you can get an authentic taste of the past. Bakers can be seen working using traditional techniques and recipes. Freshly baked produce, such as bread, cakes and biscuits, are on sale. The sweet shop is a typical town sweet shop selling sweets, toffees and chocolates. The factory at the back of the sweet shop gives us a chance to see how sweets were made using techniques and equipment from the era. Traditional sweets are on sale in the store at the front. Most sweet shops would be small and family run at the time, with the family often living above the shop. The school originally opened in 1892. Classrooms in the style of a typical board school. The school would have had about 150 pupils. Reading, writing and arithmetic, the 3 R's, were the basis of elementary teaching. Multiplication tables were chanted daily. Other subjects included geography, history, domestic science and needlework, science education, handwork, drawing, physical exercise such as drill, football and rounders, music and religious instruction. Other punishments included being made to stand in the corner with your hands on your head. School attendance was compulsory, and the school leaving age was 12 years old. Illness was a major cause of absenteeism, with outbreaks of infectious diseases frequently recorded in school logs. Beamish is an exciting place for the whole family and well worth the trip. But what about the future? Well, they have plans to bring a new area to the museum. They plan to offer overnight accommodation, create jobs, proposals for a 1950s urban area, including social housing, a cinema, an NHS clinic, shops and recreation areas. This is the future. And on top of all that, once you buy your ticket, it will last for a whole year, giving you chance to return time and time again. Enjoy.